All right, one more of these videos to go. We're doing the sleeper fantasy hockey forwards today. Make sure to check out all the videos. You've come to the right place. I am here to help you win your fantasy hockey league. I don't know how much more evidence I can possibly give you. Sean Allen sucks. Go type it in the YouTube. You've come to the right place if you want to win fantasy hockey. I got a list of forwards, and we'll get going because the season's about to start here. So I'm going to do rapid fire here because this is the last one. I want to try to get these done. First name on the list here, this is for the forwards, is Andrei Svechnikov. He's ranked way too low. And by the way, all these names that we're going to do here today, all of these names are found outside the top 100 and then outside the top. Yeah, so outside the top 100, let me go to this tab instead. The other tab is for the forwards, page 3. So if you'll notice with Svechnikov, he is 106. On the forward ranking, he is 77. I think that's a massive mistake, and I think he's a top 50 play. So we go to last year. Last year he got hurt, leg injury. 52 points in 59 games. I mean, if you just add that up, like if you just give him a healthy season, he's around a point a game. And not only that, if we just go and pull up like Svechnikov's overall numbers, this guy, like, it's not just that he scores. You're also getting 142 hits, which is everything that a Jordan Kyrou doesn't do. So you're going to pick up extra points in the hit category. You definitely get more block shots. He had 22 in 59 games. You give him a healthy season, he shoots the puck a lot. By the way, 2 years ago, he's at 249 shots. If we go to the Hurricanes lines, he's on the top line, left wing, and there's no real competition here. Like you'll notice with the right wing situation, it could be Jarvis, it could be Natchez. It could be Jarvis, it could be Natchez on the top line. With Svechnikov, there is no competition. He is the top guy. And he is also top power play, left side. So I think this is way too low on Svechnikov. Way too low. And I talk about this all the time. Buy at a discount. Like, this is a premium discount, all because of a leg injury. He should go in the top 50. So get yourself some Svechnikov. He is ranked 106. You got to pull the trigger at pick 80. Do it. And I didn't get him in my league because that's exactly what somebody did. So credit to the person in our league that did that. Next up on the list, don't have to scroll too far. And this one is a little bit of a, hey, don't mind going Zuccarello. But I think Boldy's the real hit here. Boldy at 108. Again, this is another guy. I think he should probably go in the top 50. He should go above Eriksson Ek. He should go above Marco Rossi. He should go above both of those guys. 69 points in 75 games. And by the way, we'll go to this tab. So he's the 78th ranked forward. And if we just pull up Boldy's numbers, look, he's 23 years old. Start to see his numbers climb a little bit. I think we've seen not the best that we're going to get out of Boldy. 39 points as a rookie, 63 as a sophomore, then 69 last year. I think we might get 90 points. I think we could get 100 points. I think he's really good. And the leap's coming here. 31 goals 2 years ago. Last year, 29 goals. No reason why we can't get 40. Like, I don't think there's any reason why we can't get 40. And if we go to their line combinations, second line, but first power play, which is huge. It would be one thing if he missed out on the first line and missed out on the first power play. Then we're not getting there. But he's clearly the extra guy on the power play. Going to pick up a ton of points that way. If we just go back to his numbers, he had 25 points on the power play last year, 26 the year before. Who's to say that can't get to 35? Who's to say he can't score 40 goals? I'm in on Boldy, especially at that price. There's no real risk. And I think the only reason why he's discounted like this is because he'll miss the start of the year, but who cares? Okay, he misses a week. He misses 2 weeks. He misses 3 weeks. oh well. Like, I think this guy's fucking awesome. I'm not going to say he's the next Pasternak, but he might be the next closest thing to the young Pasternak. So, but buy the Boldy stock. And honorable mention Zuccarello, who just continues to keep doing it. Next, we're going to go Buchnevich, who just continues to be underrated. So we scroll down, go to the forward rankings now. He's forward 92. He's overall 127. I think that's a bargain. I think that's a total bargain. You just go to Buchnevich's numbers, 63 points in 80 games last year. He actually had a better year the year before, and then even better year the year before that. 76 points in 73 games, 67 points in 63 games. I mean, he's not old. He's heading into his age 29 season. No reason why the cliff should have fallen off yet. You know, we go to the Blues lines. So he's the second line center for the Blues. We'll take that. They kind of move him around too, so he could be on one of the wing spots too. But more importantly, there he is. First guy in the middle of the power play. He's going to pick up points. So just for that ranking, I think that's really low. And we'll keep going here. We're going to do rapid fire because there's a ton of names on this list. I'm exhausted. Logan Cooley. Logan Cooley would be the next guy on the list. So he's 128 overall. He is 93rd forward. I think that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake. And it's not an egregious ranking because he's still a young player and he hasn't quite popped yet. But if you just go to the Utah lines, second line center, he's not on this he's not on this first power play, but I think he will be. Like, this Barrett Hayton thing, is it really working out for him? I think by midseason, and that's the reason why he's discounted, right? So he's discounted because he's not on the first line. He's not on the first power play. He's still a young player, right? He'll at an age 20 season. But in 82 games, he had 44 points. Who's to say he can't keep getting better? He should keep getting better. He's a high draft pick. Very much in the Calder race last year as a rookie. I mean, this guy didn't look out of place, is the biggest thing. This guy didn't look out of place. So I think we can get up to 65 points if everything goes right. And if we just compare him to Barrett Hayton, like, what's this guy done? You know what I mean? Like, what's this guy done to warrant that he should be the top line guy? I think he's going to get sniped by Cooley. Eventually, Cooley's just going to prove that he deserves that spot. 10 points in 33 games last year wasn't anything special. So, buy Cooley. I'm in on Cooley. Going to do some rapid fire because a lot of these names we're interested in. So, Elias Lindholm, next on the list. Forward 94. Overall 130. That's way too low. That's just way too low. So if we go last year, way too low. Last year was like his worst year ever. I mean, it really was. Like, last year was truly like his worst year ever. He had 44 points in 74 games. Year before that, 64 and 80. Year before that, 82 and 82. 47 and 56. Like, he had his worst year ever. And a lot of it had to do with the Flames were shitbags. And then he gets traded to Vancouver. And he does okay for Vancouver. But they had him as the third line center in Vancouver. They had him behind Miller, Pettersson, and he was basically playing third line center. All right, with the Bruins, gets to skate with Pasternak. Gets to be in the top line. You're adding him to this mix. He doesn't have to be Patrice Bergeron. Like, he just needs to get back to what he did before last year. And if he does that, you've got yourself a fucking steal. So I'm in on Lindholm. I'm pairing him with Pasternak. I get him with the Bruins. I get him with Marchand on the power play. At pick 130, I think that's a no-brainer. So good with Lindholm. Next, Mark Scheifele, 133. That's a bargain. That's a total bargain. But what are we doing here? Again, this is a guy that he should be in the top 50, top 60, probably no lower than 70. 72 points in 74 games. He gives you that every year. He's as consistent as it gets. That's dirt cheap, dude. And again, 68 points, 81 games, 70 points, 67. Like, he's around a point per game player. If we go to the Winnipeg Jets lines, we could do that. Go to the Winnipeg Jets lines. He's the top line center, skates with Kyle Connor and Velarde. Good spot to be. First power play, top line center. If you're telling me I can have that at 133 overall, I will not complain. That is a total bargain. I just want to pull up my league because what price did I get him at? I got him 136th overall, so around that number. That's a total steal. To get the number one Winnipeg guy, I mean, I'm not saying the Jets will necessarily repeat what they did last year because they were really good in the regular season last year. Top line center, okay, sure, no problem. Next, I'm going to go to Brock Boeser. He's in a contract year, coming off a season where he scored 40 goals. Nothing's really changed, right? Still in the power play. He's career high 40 goals, 73 points, 25 power play goals. I just don't know what would change. Now, maybe this is me being foolish. I don't know, but you don't really got to pay to find out. Like, if I miss here at pick 135, it really isn't the end of the world. And the 96th best forward. All right. Patrick Allvin came out and said he should score 50 goals. I just don't know what would change here. Like, it looks like Rick Tocchet fixed him, and I'm going to trust that he fixed him. So, again, if we go to the lines, top line, JT Miller, power play, nothing has changed here. Like, the only thing that's changed is they added DeBrusk, which maybe that helps. Maybe it helps their power play more. So, yeah, I'm good with Boeser. At that price, it's not like I was scared that, oh shit, he just came off a year where he scored 40 goals. He's going to be ranked way too high, and he's not. He's perfectly reasonable price. So, got no problem taking Boeser. Next, keep scrolling. A little bit of an honorable mention with a couple of these guys. Like, don't hate the shot on Barzal. Don't hate the shot on Lehkonen, but he's hurt right now. Don't hate the shot on Jarvis. And then the target we really want to talk about, I'm going to have to go to the next page. Don't mind the shot at Skinner. He skates with McDavid, so all right, And then this is the one I really want to talk about, Byfield. Just another young player on the rise. I think we should get him at a discount. I mean, this isn't really a bad price at all. 55 points in 80 games last year. If we go to the forward rankings, he's outside the top 100 forwards. He is forward 111. I mean, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. So we go to the LA Kings lines. LA Kings. Second line center, skating with Fiala. We can do worse than that, right? We can do way worse than that. And by the way, he's like 70 spots behind Trevor Moore in the rankings. So, yeah, I'm good. His first power play, sweet. Love that, right? All right, let's go to his overall stats. Young player that keeps getting better. Something we talk about all the time. Then is then, now is now. We want to buy when the leap happens, not when it's too late. So 10 points, 22 points, 55 points. Heading into age 22 season, what will this 22 season look like for his age 22 season? Why can't we get to 65 points? Why can't we get to 70 points? Why can't we get to 80 points? 80 points might be there. And if that's the case, then this is a total bargain. So good with Byfield at that number, 100%. Good with Byfield at that number. Next, Robert Thomas. This might be the dumbest ranking that's on here. Like, truly the dumbest ranking that's on here. 86 points in 82 games last year. Heading into age 25. So starting to hit his prime. I don't really get it. Like, Robert Thomas is good. And I didn't get him because somebody was smart in my league and took him about 40 spots above where he's ranked, which is smart. But go to Robert Thomas, 77 points, 72 games, 65 and 73, 86 and 82. Again, another young player that keeps getting better. Started to get some Selke votes last year. He passes more than he shoots, and if you're going to complain about something, I guess that would be it. You would like to see him shoot the puck a little bit more. But heading into this age 25 season, what's that going to look like? Why can't he get to 90 points? Why can't he get to 95 points? Dude's really good. So, and again, we go to the lines here. I don't even need to show you this one, but I will anyway. Right? So, go to the St. Louis Blues, top line center, top power play. At this price of $157, that's a joke. I would argue that's the biggest steal in fantasy hockey right now. If you want to like literally pick Robert Thomas at pick 100, you'll still get your money's worth. So I would do that. Next, Viktor Arvidsson, 159. Don't really need to go too much in depth here. He's skating with Draisaitl, and he plays for the Oilers now. Just got to keep him healthy. 15 points in 18 games with the Kings. Keep him healthy. Skate him with Draisaitl. Who knows, right? At price 159. Don't hate that. Next, Leo Carlsson. This is an accurate description. As a rookie, they were careful with his usage. He'd go on a day, off a day, on a day, off a day. We get all of that. But I mean, he was good when he played. Probably wait a year on Carlsson, but at price 160, maybe he pops again. This is a guy, he was the second overall pick in the draft behind Connor Bedard, above Adam Fantilli, and the pick doesn't look bad. Like, just eye test wise, this dude's going to be able to fucking play. So if the Ducks are better than we think, take the shot. And at 160, if you get burned, you're not really getting burned. All right, next, let's do Dylan Guenther and Duchesne. This price is low. No reason why he can't do this again. Easy buy for Duchesne. Where's Dylan Guenther? 184. That's way too low. That is way too low. That's way too low. So he had 35 points in 45 games last year. He didn't even start the team. Like, he started the season in the AHL. He started the season in the AHL. And by the way, I would make the argument he's better than Logan Cooley. From like a pure goal scoring wise, he definitely might be. So he's going to skate with Cooley. He's going to skate with Cooley 5-on-5, but he has been promoted to the top power play. Okay, this is a young player who is a stud. And this guy scores goals. So, limited sample size 2 years ago as a 19-year-old, 15 points in 33 games. Last year, got a little bit more of an extended run, 35 points in 45 games. He just signed a new extension, like an $8 million AAV, long-term deal. He's going to be in the NHL team all season. So, we get 82 games out of the guy. We might get 40 goals. We might luck ourselves into 40 goals here. So at this price here, just at the forward ranking, where is he at? He is at 130 on the forward ranking. I don't think there's any reason why he couldn't be a top 100 play. I really don't. I think he definitely could be a top 100 play. So, all right. Landeskog, if you want to take Landeskog here, I'm not going to argue with you. Who knows if he'll ever be back? Even if he comes back, who knows if he'll ever be the same? It's pick 185. You want to take him, go right ahead. These next two won't take long. Somebody's going to pick up points with Bedard, right? Here comes Teravainen. Here comes Bertuzzi. Why not, right? Why not? and this is the only thing that really needs to be talked about. Somebody's got to score with Bedard. Who's it going to be? Teravainen or Bertuzzi? I like both. You want to take both, I don't got a problem with it. So one of them maybe will pop more than the other one, but good with that. Next, Mark Stone. Yes, sir. Mark Stone. Okay. So maybe he goes on LTIR. All right. 53 points in 56 games. Every time the guy's on the ice, he fucking produces. So if you get 50 games out of him, who cares? You're not spending anything for him. It's pick 191. Overall forwards, you could go 137 on the forwards. Here's a perfect example. You can like Nino Niederreiter all you want, but he'll play a healthy season, but he's not going to do dick for you. Stone, he does a lot of things, including, plays on the penalty kill. He's very good defensively. He'll block shots. So let's switch to Mark Stone. 40 block shots last year in limited time. He'll pick up some extra shit. He's constantly in the Selke, so he plays on the penalty kill too. Plays on the power play. He'll miss time. Whatever. He'll miss time. Whatever. You know what I mean? Who cares? The thing about it is he's a point per game player every time he's on the ice. So, and I don't have to really pay for him. So if he's on the ice, he's a top 50 play. Except the injury stuff's already baked in, so I can get him for free. So do that. Just pick Mark Stone, no problem. Next, Troy Terry. Now, this is actually the best player in the Ducks until proven otherwise. 54 points, 76 games, and he actually had a little bit of a down year last year. I think he's got more in the tank, to be honest with you, if they have Carlsson in the lineup full time. So, 2 or 3 years ago, he's at 67 points in 75 games, 61.70 games, 54 and if we just get some of these young players rolling, we get McTavish rolling, we get Carlsson rolling, we get Cutter Gauthier rolling, it should help Troy Terry. And heading into age 27, he's done 37 goals in the past. Don't see why he can't do that again. He's the top line winger, top power play. Good with Troy Terry. All right, next, keep scrolling. Don't mind the shot on Shane Pinto. Just hate the Sens. Good with these shots too. Skates with Austin Matthews. That's cool. Young player getting better. DeBrusque should be lined up with Pettersson all year. Top power play in Vancouver. Don't mind if you don't take a shot there. Fantilli, don't mind that either. Just not in on Columbus at all. And then what do we got? Okay, so some of these I'm just going to do rapid fire here. For the rest of these, I'll do rapid fire. I'm actually putting Dubois on the list. I've never put Dubois on the list, but hey, man, last year he was ranked 40th. You have to go back and double check that, but he was ranked way too high last year. We were 100% correct in calling that he's a bum. He's still a bum, but now he's free. So, who's to say he can't be the top line center for the Capitals? Who's to say he can't be funneling Ovechkin a couple goals here and there? He'd get back to 60 points. He plays like a bum. He still plays like a bum. But he's free now. So I don't hate the shot there. If you want to ignore him, I'm fine with that too. I can't stand the guy. But just pointing out that he's now free compared to last year where you had to pick him in the top 40 and that was stupid. Duran, he's a good streamer. Any given night, he could get on the lucky end of a couple McKinnon goals. Just saying. Good streamer. Middlestat is who the real target is, though. So, I've talked about this a lot on the site, just article-wise. The Avalanche, they've struggled to find their second-line center. Oop, I'm on the wrong tab again. Here we go. I was talking about Duran. Could luck his way into McKinnon assists. Did I skip any of these other guys? Dubois is who I was talking about. Get up to 60 points again. Who knows? All right. Middle stat. I think this one's worth talking about a little bit longer. So the Avalanche, he's now their second line center. They haven't found a proper Kadri replacement. He is the Kadri replacement, whether you like it or not. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. 59 points 2 years ago. Last year was at 57. But now he's in Colorado full time. Heading into age 26. He's on the first power play. He's the second line center. And who knows, maybe there'll be nights where they help him out and they give him Rantanen. So in Colorado, I'm good with that flyer. 100%. All right. These next couple will just go quickly on. Barbashev, don't hate that. He racks up the hits, I'll tell you that. He racks up the hits. Jake Neighbors. Yes. Jake Neighbors. 27 goals last year. I guess we'll go over him a little bit. Jake Neighbors. Look at this. 43 games, didn't really do anything. Then last year, 77 games, 38 points. He could get up to 50 points. Maybe he's got 30 goals in the tank. Right now, he's free. So why not? Velarde. Got to keep the guy healthy, but he produced when he was 36 points, 47 games. Produced when he was. Just saying. Henrique, maybe. Probably will take an injury. Stevenson, don't mind it. But the Kraken don't score enough for me. Stash on LTIR. Keep going. Holtz. I've talked about this in a bunch of articles. One of these wingers for Vegas is going to pop. Holtz, Dorofiev, Olofsson. It's going to be somebody. Somebody's taking the Marchessault spot. Right now, it's looking like it's Olofsson. Maybe it could be Holtz down the line. Maybe Dorofiev is their correct answer because he's actually performed the best in recent years and a young player that keeps getting better. So one of these Vegas wingers, one of them's going to hit. Figure out who it is. Figure out who you like. Josh Norris. Keep the guy healthy. We keep this guy healthy. He's in a top 6 role, top power play unit with Ottawa. He was the main piece of the Erik Karlsson trade. Obviously, talent isn't really the issue. It's keeping him on the ice. So if he's healthy, right now he's free. And right now he's healthy. If those things change, you don't really get burned because he's free. Next, McTavish. Again, the Ducks. They should start going like this. I don't think the Ducks are going to be a total disaster anymore. Their coach is a hard ass. Second year in the system. Young players starting to buy in. They should all be getting better. McTavish is one of those guys. By the way, he's the top line center for Anaheim right now, and they got Carlsson in the number 2 role. So, and by the way, I don't really, I'm not a prospect guy. I don't watch a lot of college hockey and the World Juniors and all that shit. I know for a fact, though, this guy's talented. And he plays like an asshole, which you love. Like, he's a true net front guy. He's going to score the dirty goals. He's going to pick up hits. He's angry. You see the penalty minutes? Like, he's got the necessary shit in him. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. And it could be this year. So, McTavish, bye. So the rest of these guys are well outside the top 300. It's crazy how deep you got to go, though. Because I'm telling you, in these drafts, Sean Allen's an idiot. We've been over this 100 times. You got to really do your homework on the back end of the draft. And I'm telling you, there's some gems down here. I'm telling you, you think I'm crazy for scrolling this long. I promise you I'm not. There are gems. And honestly, I had to search for where these guys were, or else I wouldn't have even known they were on here. I had to literally type their names in the search bar. So, yeah, you'll see we keep going here. It's just Dorofiev, Vegas shit, as I was talking about earlier. All right. Look, who knows why that's the case. Pavelski's literally retired, but here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So this is where we conclude it. First pick in the draft. He's already in the first line, first center, first power play. Celebrini. Why not? If Celebrini doesn't hit, maybe Will Smith does. He's been in the league longer. Maybe Will Smith's the correct answer. Either way, I'm not really interested in the Sharks. I think Greer is a total fucking idiot. But hey, when you get yourself the number 1 pick in the draft, I guess the word is he's not Bedard, which nobody is. But if he's anything close, or if he's number 1 pick worthy in the draft, free is good, right? Free is good. Same thing with Michkov here. This guy is supposed to be, hey, he might be Bedard. So first year, we'll see what happens, right? Still young, but he looks stupid talented offensively in some of these preseason games. So Michkov, he's free. Stankoven, nice run last year, 14 points, 24 games. Really good in the playoffs. He's definitely got some fucking water bug shit to him. Big on Stankoven. Maverick Bork's a little bit lower on that list too. Want to take a shot on one of those guys. Jack Quinn, don't hate that. Got hurt last year, but otherwise was starting to get better. And then Gauthier. That's your list. So again, when you get really late into your draft, keep in mind some of those names like Michkov and Celebrini, you're not going to find them. You might have to type them into the search bar, and if you can't find them, type it into the search bar. Otherwise, you're going to have to scroll forever to get to them. But obviously, they're better than what Pavelski retired, TJ Oshie's on LTIR. Like there's 100 names of junk, 150 names of junk before you get to those last couple names. So just keep that in mind. All right. That should do it. Got through this quicker than I thought I would. Got a lot of other things to do here today. Open to the comments. Feel free to comment. Open to the comments as always. Before I close, just make sure to remember that Sean Allen sucks, and because he sucks, take advantage. You can win your fantasy hockey league. Peace out, Girl Scout, and we'll see you next time.